one of the sights which attract tourists to London and onto the coach trips which are causing all the anger. The journey begins at Westminster Abbey, takes in the changing of the guard, and goes on to places like the Tower and St. Paul's. And according to the drivers, parking facilities everywhere are inadequate, particularly at the Abbey. 25,000 people go there every day, but all that the Westminster City Council provide is a space for about 20 vehicles, with the result that many drivers are forced to spend their time driving around the city, merely adding to the traffic problem.
Every time I do a London tour, I hate it, detest it. I'm taking out the passengers even. Come on, hurry up, get off, I'm going to get moved. It's not good. They're getting a bad impression of me, my firm, and this country. It's terrible.
We're just hounded from one place to the other. Even the police are not too bad about it, they're turning a blind eye to it, but the traffic wardens, they're just like little bloody Hitlers.
We understand that you're allowed to sit down and pick up passengers, and then as soon as you stop to set them down or pick them up, you're told, move it. And they slam the door. I've had the door slammed in the face of my passengers, and I've even had them pushed off the steps.
But if you look behind you, you can see how it's beginning to build up. And, you know, within an hour or so, we're going to be driving round and round and round and getting hounded all over the place, you know.
Just how many tickets can a coach driver get?
Well, I know a chap at our depot got 4 in one morning. And one was because he went to the toilet, one he went for a cup of tea, and when he was dropping his passengers off, he was asked to move, and he explained that he couldn't move because passengers were getting off his bus. So he said, well, in that case, you have a ticket, and one when he went for his dinner, all in the same morning. Now, we have to pay for these tickets. Our firm doesn't want to know. If we come back in with a ticket and we say we just received a ticket, our firm they say, well, there's nothing to do with us, and you know, you just have to pay for it yourself.
Could you tell me what's been happening around the corner just a minute ago?
Yeah, I've just driven along Marsham Street and the police are getting in and driving the coaches away.
Well, I understand that it's working reasonably well. Now, there is space here for 25, and they don't stay here very long, you know. They're here about half an hour, 3/4, and pick up their passengers at Westminster Abbey and go on, I believe, to the changing of the guard. But at least it's a help. It's better than absolutely nothing at all.
Now, you say you think it works reasonably well. I can tell you that we were here an hour ago and it was absolute chaos. It was like Wembley on Cup final day.
Yeah.
I mean, in view of that evidence, don't you think that perhaps you ought to provide a bit more space for them?
We'd like to provide very much. Remember, this is not our coach park. We lease it from the medical school here. And, all right, fine, it should be larger. I'd like to see it larger. But what I would say is that it does provide some parking for coaches at Westminster Abbey. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction, and it's the first step that's been made towards coach parking in London.
Wouldn't one answer to the situation to be for you to stagger your tours instead of having all these coaches arrive at Westminster Abbey at more or less the same time?
Well, of course, I completely agree. If this were possible, it would be highly desirable. But Britain has promoted the changing of the guard as the one focal attraction. And it is the hub of a wheel. Everything centres around this. And if you're going to get to the changing of the guard, you've got to put in Westminster Abbey first. One fully appreciates the difficulties of the local authorities. I don't want to underestimate that. But nonetheless, I suppose the end body is the GLC. They have to carry the can. They find it difficult. But I must say often, while they seem to play lip service to the coach, they don't do anything very practical to help the tourist, the coach, the drivers and all who are concerned in this important industry.
Certainly, we agree that more spaces for coaches should be provided. There is a certain question of exactly about whose responsibility it should be. At the Tower, the Department of the Environment will be accepting a very large part of the responsibility.
What about St. Paul's?
St. Paul's, this is primarily a matter for the City of London, and they have produced plans for the redevelopment of the St. Paul's area.
But all that's going to be in a very, very long time, isn't it? There's nothing in the immediate future planned as far as I can see.
Well, we have on the South Bank, we have got a new park to replace this particular park here, planned, and we hope that this will come into action early next year.
But that won't really help the coach drivers because they haven't really got time to drop people off at Westminster Abbey and go over the other side of the river to your new car park near County Hall, have they?
Well, they would have time. In fact, if they could drop visitors at Westminster Abbey in a different place to where they drop them now.
Okay, now I've got into this coach park, I can't get out. How many more people are standing down there at Westminster Abbey waiting for me to pick them up? It's impossible.